absolutely wrong, and especially from a person where every girl thinks that my father is my biggest hero. And when it comes from that person, that kind of an abuse, I think you start really, there was a time when I went through whether, did I go wrong somewhere? But then you come at the age of 15, you realize that it wasn't my fault. It's just that some men are built and made that way. And they're not the right people to live with. And I wanted my mom also to stand up and say that enough. I'm not going to tolerate this man with physical abuse and domestic violence, and where my dignity is actually broken every day. So that's when I spoke to my mom about it, and she stood by me.
And what about the rest of the family, your brothers?
2016, when I started revolting against my father, in 2015. 2016, my dad understood that he will not be able to get what he wanted, so he just left us and overnight, and he went back to Mumbai. We were just coming in, I was just starting out in Telugu films, which was based out of Chennai. So here I was, the youngest family member with 3 older brothers and my mother, and we were just left in lurch. We didn't know where's the next meal going to come from. And since I was a minor, whatever the bank balance I had, my dad took it with him. And he challenged me. He said, "Ekdam tum wapas aogi apne ghutne pe rengte hue, you'll come back to me and beg me for forgiveness and say that mujhe wapas le lo." And I said, the day I think if that kind of a situation arises, I will make sure that I poison my mom and my brothers, and I'll jump in front of a train, but I'll never come back to you. But then I think I had this resilience, I had this courage, I had my self-confidence.
And you were a minor then?
I was a minor. And I started working, and I just immersed myself completely in my work. I didn't have time to think about anything else. And from 2016, I have never seen my father, and I think I heard that we lost him last year. So I said, good. I mean, Dharti Mata se ek boj ud chuka hai.
Kushboo, you know, when you're telling me about this story, it's life. It's a life journey, life story, and it means a lot to talk about it. Do you often encourage your family members and other women that you meet, because you have had a long and illustrious career as a politician, of course, as a producer, as an actor, do you often encourage women to speak?
I always do that. I have 2 beautiful girls, very young girls. My older one is going to be 23 this September, and the younger one is 20 plus. And I think it's very important that you keep speaking to your child. And my daughters are like, they are enough. Matlab kehte na ki bahar you are a big deal, and you know people are worried and scared of you. But I become a meek cat in front of my children, because my girls are so vocal. And I think one person is enough. I'm glad whenever I'm out, I'm glad that they are not around, because they're enough to shred me into pieces. And I mean, I speak to them. And anything right from their school days, I've been in a habit of the minute they come back home, you speak to them, what happened in school. And it's not about teaching the girl child, or any child for that matter, about a good touch or bad touch. I think what you need to understand is you need to strike a conversation with them, gain their confidence, and say that whatever happens, come and speak to me.
Yes.
And my daughters are very, very open about it, very vocal about it. There are times when we have political differences, but they are open about it. And we love the fact that there's a very wide and open conversation within us.
Thank you so much for this conversation, Kushboo, and it's a pleasure that, and thank you for all the effort that you made to come and participate in Rising India. Please stay with us.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing your honest thoughts. And Maria, I'd request you also to please stay on stage, as now is the time for felicitation of the real heroes in the field of gender equality. So ladies and gentlemen, presenting the winner in this category.
In the arid lands of Agrota village, Madhya Pradesh, water is precious and scarce. But Babita Rajput refused to accept this fate. She and her team cut through a part of a mountain to create a path for the water to flow.